Hello, welcome, good afternoon. My name is Ksenia Wignan and I am with Employment and Training Services at the City of Windsor. Today we will be talking about cover letter and references. So on today's agenda, we will be covering how to address a cover letter, contents of a cover letter, how to close a cover letter. We will be touching upon references, and we will also talk a little bit about WeSkills database. So what is WeSkills? It's where we collect resumes from both employed and underemployed individuals who are using partnering employment services. There are searches conducted then to find potential matches with local employment and training opportunities. How it works: it is funded by the City of Windsor. Clients give consent to submitting their physical resumes, and their information is inputted into a database. Employers in the city contact WeSkills to support their hiring and employment search. Clients that are in the database are matched with opportunities for employment, and information is collected on regional and also your specific talents. Okay, so let's go over to the cover letter. How you are to address a cover letter is, number one, if you know the hiring manager's name. So start with Dear Taylor Johnson, for example. Dear Julie Smith. If you know the name, but they have a professional or academic title, then use the title, Dear Dr. Smith, okay? So it's highly suggested, if you don't know the hiring manager's name, try and find it. So you're gonna try to find it through, you're gonna put on your detective hats here. The company website is a good place to look. LinkedIn is a great place to look. Google search, and maybe even contact the company and ask to speak to a receptionist or somebody that might be able to provide you with that information. If you absolutely cannot find the name, number one, please avoid to whom it may concern or dear sir or madam. They come across as way too formal. Alternatively, you can use dear hiring manager, dear customer service manager, dear human resources manager. Okay, so let's now look at the content of your cover letter. Let's go with the opening statement. So you've already addressed a specific person if you do have that person's name with whom you will be communicating with. Now you'll state the position to which you're applying and mention how you heard about it. Here's an example. I'm writing with enthusiasm regarding the Marketing Association position at Turnkey Solutions. I found the posting on Indeed and was immediately intrigued. Or here's another example. I'm reaching out to express my excitement about the Marketing Associate position at Turnkey Solution. I'd like to think it was fate that brought this opportunity to my attention, but I found the posting on Indeed. This gives them a little glimpse into your personality. So when we're looking at content, the next step is to show that you have the work ethic, the savvy, and the enthusiasm it takes to write a truly tailored cover letter. Show them that you put in a little bit of effort. This will entail some background research. If you do it right, browsing the website, the About, Team, and other sections can be particularly useful. So look up Turnkey Solutions and see if they have an About section, a Team section, so you can learn a little bit more about them. Just look at the website for a few minutes to sound impressively knowledgeable. You just mentioned in your opening statement that you're pumped about the opportunity to tell the reader why this company is where you want to be. Here's an example. So first, I admire Turnkey Solutions, an innovative and values-driven startup dedicated to help the small business owner craft a compelling digital presence. Turnkey Solutions represents an exciting step for me. Your focus on transparency, simplicity, and efficiency speak to exactly the kind of customer-first mentality and operational excellence that I'm looking for. And I know it's exactly the kind of environment in which I could contribute and learn a great deal. So second, I'd be a fantastic marketing associate because, number one, writing is my strong suit. I've maintained blogs for 2 student organizations in the company I've interned for, producing 3 posts per week on average. My senior thesis is set to be published in a journal next fall, and I won a creative writing prize my sophomore year, so content creation is something I could practically, or maybe literally, if it's the end of the final week, do in my sleep. So this would be the second paragraph of the content of your cover letter. So for the third paragraph, you can say something like this. I know my way around Google Analytics and AdWords. From creating custom GA URLs and tracking down referral sites to building effective AdWords campaigns on a budget, the tools that are essential to generating and monitoring site traffic are squarely in my wheelhouse. Now you're going to sum up your cover letter. So sum up your strengths first. In recasting your professional strengths, don't simply repeat phrases the hiring manager has already read. Use fresh language to succinctly make your case in the close. Here are some examples. So be polite and confident. A cover letter closing like, I look forward to hearing from you, won't spur a manager to pick up the phone. Instead, you could write, I look forward to speaking with you about how I can put my skills to work for ABC Widgets. Politely request an interview. Don't demand one or say you'll call the office in the coming week. You want to be confident but not pushy or arrogant. So say thank you. Make sure to offer thanks for their time and consideration, and choose a professional closing salutation such as sincerely, best regards, or thank you for your consideration. Avoid overly familiar phrases like yours truly, yours, cheers, or take care. Okay, so now we are going to touch a little bit about references. You absolutely want to make sure you're not listing your references on your resume. You're going to list them on a separate piece of paper and take them to an interview, or have them prepared in an email format. As they're requested at an interview, you can send them afterwards. You're going to make sure you want to call your references prior to an interview to ensure they are still valid. If you don't have references, which is a very common question for us, are you sure you don't have references? Think about personal references. Maybe somebody of influence that you have babysat for. Maybe somebody of influence that you have done some office work for on a volunteer basis. If you have absolutely nothing and you can think of nobody, and you don't have professional references or personal references, consider previous volunteer positions, even previous teachers, or anyone you have assisted in the past. So before we go, I just wanted to let you know about other workshops that we do have available, such as the resume workshop, job search workshop, which includes a searching for employment online, and second career information session. If you do have any questions, please give us a call at the number listed on the slide. If you could also take a moment to fill out our survey, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you receive some value.